receiving his 29th professional contest from Manchester, Sean Jackson. And his opponent across the ring in the red corner, in purple and black trunks, he weighed in at 8 stone 11 pounds. He brings to the ring a perfect professional record of 2 wins from 2 contests. The fighting pride of Warrington, Imad Naseeb. Your timekeeper is Christopher Bolton, Wiltshire referee. His background in Sheffield, the bout will be scored outside of the ring by Steve Gray. This is a bantamweight bout scheduled for 4 minute rounds.
Well, here we go, bout 6 of the evening, and Imad Naseeb in the black shorts with the blue and purple at the bottom. Quite an entrance from him. And Sean Jackson of Manchester in the grey shorts with the gold trim. Joined by Mike Gormley, once again, former super middleweight contender. And a nice fast-paced start here for Imad Naseeb.
Yeah, something you'd expect from these bantamweights. Obviously at the lower weights you tend to get a little bit more energy out of him. They spend a little bit more, usually an exciting fight. Sean Jackson in the away corner, 27 defeats on his record. Obviously no wins, but he's never been stopped, this kid. Good durable character, so he's a good test for Imad Naseeb. Naseeb bringing a large support with him tonight. As you say, Darren, it was a nice entrance, good fancy entrance. Let's hope he can, his performance lives up to his entrance.
He was certainly lively, and he looked full of confidence as he made his way to the ring. Here we go in the opening rounds. Naseeb looking to control the pace, the tempo, and some good work already. But Jackson, an experienced fighter on the road, and will make life very difficult for him. The referee's got to pull him apart in a minute.
Yeah, a little bit of a clash of style. Southpaw against orthodox. Jackson being a southpaw.
Jackson being clever there on the referee's blind side, just gripping hold of the left hand of Imad Naseeb and keeping hold of it. Like we keep saying, these guys know every trick in the book and they will use them.
Yeah, they certainly do. It's down to the home fighter or prospect, or whatever you want to call it, in the home corner. It's their job basically to break down these away fighters. They've got to work them out, these experienced kids, and try and do a number on them basically. But I'm sure Jackson will have something to say about that in this contest. He's no pushover, good durable kid. As you said, Darren, he knows all the tricks in the book. It's getting a little bit messy there inside.
And the referee looks like he's getting a bit fed up of all of the holding, and I guess the word to sum up that round, probably for Imad Naseeb more than anybody, and maybe the referee as well, is frustrating, Mike.
Yeah, it can be frustrating. As you say, Jackson's a clever character. He'll tie you up, he'll hold, he'll mess you around. But this is all experience for these up and coming prospects. They've got to work it out, and they've got to try and do a number on these kids. But yeah, I mean, I'm sure there is any nonsense in there, the referee will sort it out.
Seconds, guys. Seconds out. Round 2.
Well, before that round started, I don't know if you picked up on it on the microphones for you guys at home, but the referee just gave some very clear instructions, looked at both of them in the eyes and said, stop holding. So hopefully that will be the end of that malarkey, as Naseeb just comes out of that aggressive style.
Yeah, Jackson's probably the one more likely to hold. As I say, he would be likely to be on the defensive as opposed to maybe being on the attack.
Hard to read is Imad Naseeb, isn't he? He's busy with that left hand of his, and he also switches stance quite a bit as well. Not the easiest fighter to work out what's going to come with someone like him, is it?
No, yeah, he just switch a little bit. He's a little bit awkward, but I'm sure Jackson's seen all this before. But yeah, I mean, sometimes you're looking at Naseeb. He looks a little bit frustrated, you know, by his expression on his face. Just got to be patient, basically.
Naseeb's got to be careful of Jackson's straight left hand. He throws it well. He rides the punches on those ropes. I think just that left hand in general, and he does throw it in a quite explosive manner. And the last thing you want to do when you've been doing such good work is walk into a shot like that.
Yeah, as you were saying there, Jackson threw that over on left as well, but he just missed, luckily enough for Naseeb. Getting a little bit scrappy at times, Darren. I'm sure the referee's going to only put up with so much.
Indeed, styles make fights. Sometimes they're great, sometimes not so much. Imad Naseeb made his professional debut a year ago tomorrow. And here he is in his third professional fight. And a frustrating one so far. It's all part of the tactics though, isn't it, Mike? Is frustrate him, stop him from doing his best work. And ultimately, Jackson's plan will be to reduce how many times he gets hit. Simple as that.
Basically, yeah. I mean, that's all Jackson wants to do, really. You know, I said in previous fights, Jackson will want to come and survive. You know, he want to get through these rounds and then move on to his next one. He wants to be fighting every week. These away kids want to be fighting every week. So he'll make it as frustrating as possible for Naseeb. You know, he'll try and do as little as possible, make it awkward and come out of there safe. But, you know, Naseeb's not doing too bad of a job, but he can be getting a little bit frustrated. You can see in his face at times.
How tiring is it, Mike, when you've got someone who's grabbing hold of you and leaning all their weight on you? Does it zap your energy levels?
It does, yeah. But when you're wrestling about, you're trying to get them off. You are exerting energy there. It's obviously easier when you stood off punching. But when you're wrestling about, you are exerting energy. And Jackson will be used to that more than Naseeb. It's about Naseeb being patient and staying off. You know, try not to get too close to Jackson. Try and pick his punches. Just as he's doing there, you know, work his way in. Don't get too close. Better work from Naseeb.
Good catch and counter from Naseeb as well. That straight left hand of Jackson's come flying towards him. He caught that and just threw that jab back immediately. The sort of thing you would have drilled in the gym over and over and over again.
Yeah, ref giving Jackson a little bit of a talking to there, which I totally agree with. He's, you know, it's spoiling the fight really, all this grabbing and holding. Again, better work from Naseeb when he's working from the outside, picking his shots.
He's a real tricky customer, is Sean Jackson. He's hard to hit. He does throw an explosive left hand, whether that's a hook, overhand, or a straight shot. What sort of advice would you be giving to Imad Naseeb? Try and keep him in one place?
I'd just be keeping that half a step away and using his long-range shots. Don't get too close. When Jackson comes in to step in and hold, just take half a step back. And if he keeps doing that and Jackson tries to hold, then the referee's, I'm sure he's going to step in and give Jackson an official warning. I don't think Jackson's he's not really doing anything wrong. He's not doing too much wrong. It's just Naseeb just needs to stay that half a step away, basically. It's a lovely screw shot there by Jackson. Lead uppercut.
It's better work from Naseeb, this is. Body and head. Got through with a couple of those lead hooks there. And those who have brought a ticket from him are making some noise, trying to give him the encouragement and energy to keep doing more of the good work which he's been doing.
Yeah, as soon as he starts to have a little bit of success in his evening and gets in close, Jackson just holds on, basically. Just as I say that, Jackson's got him in a headlock. You can train to your heart's content in the gym. You can basically do what you want. Pad works good, bag works good, everything goes to plan. And you get in with a character like Jackson and sort of everything goes out the window. You've got to start thinking on your feet and kind of change your game plan, basically.
You're right, and the conversations which I've had with fighters over the years, when you speak to them about the tricky customers, the awkward, difficult fighters which they fought on their way up, when they're in those fights later on in their career, they reflect back on those moments, don't they? If they're being tied up by somebody, they remember that fight that he had with Sean Jackson on that night in Bolton and what they did about it. They've been there, they've done it, they've got that experience. And what these journeyman, away corner fighters, whatever you want to call them, do is they set you up so that nothing is new necessarily when you reach that kind of next level in your career.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you kind of revert back to that. It's like going back to that game plan again. You look where you made your mistakes last time, and then you move on from that. But yeah, these are all good tests for these fighters. You've got to go through these, because if you don't, later on when it comes to title fights or longer fights, you're going to come unstuck. So exactly what you're saying, Darren. Yeah.
Naseeb digging those right hands into the body well. When he's got Jackson on the ropes, he's doing a good job of landing those closing shots, coming round, driving the right uppercuts up. But the problem he seems to have is keeping him in one place.
Jackson at times throws some decent quality combinations. He doesn't throw enough of them, but I don't think he's actually you don't necessarily come here to win. If they see the opportunity, of course they will, but they are here to test, and Jackson's certainly testing Naseeb in this one.
He is. He just switched stance again and turning on a bit himself, and you do get the sense that at times Jackson, if he wanted to, could go up and down the gears a little bit more. Good right hand by Naseeb, followed by that left hook to the body. Just a couple of feet away from us.
Yeah, you can see Jackson there just soaking them up, waiting for his opportunity, basically. I'm sure this is there. I've seen Jackson a few times, you know, and it's pretty much seen what he's done in his previous fights. I haven't seen all 27, but I guess this is his style and this is what he does. This is what he's done with 27 fights, and that's why he's never been stopped, basically.
Yeah, you're bang on, nail on head. I called a fight which he had a few months ago in Birmingham. He fought Bradley Thompson, who is Liam Davies' younger brother, and he hit him with everything and the kitchen sink for all 4 rounds, and he was going nowhere, was Sean Jackson.
Yeah, I mean, some of these kids don't get the not respect, credit really. They don't get the credit they deserve. These are tough kids. These are coming in with some big talented guys, you know, and they do that. They're prepared to do that to earn a living.
A good bit of respect between the 2 fighters at the end. Jackson just smiling away there. Loves what he does, and that is the most important thing. But Imad Naseeb will cruise to 3-0. Maybe cruise is the wrong word, because he did have it all his own way in there. That's probably the right thing to say.
Yeah, absolutely. I totally agree with that, Darren. Naseeb, I think it looks a little bit frustrated, but they're the fights you need. They're the tests you need. You don't really go in there and, you know, blowing kids away. First round, second round stoppages, you know, for 10 fights, 20 fights. These are learning fights. Steve Jackson's a kid. He'll take you through your paces. You will learn from these fights.
You will, but let's get the official score from our MC, Mr. Phil Seymour.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we announce the result, can you please put your hands together for both boxers? This battle was scored outside of the ring, so at the bottom of action we go to Steve Gray's scorecard. He scores the contest at 40 points to 36 points in favour of your winner, the fighting pride of Wellington, Imad
Well, here comes the drums again. Big support for Imad Naseeb in here, and big celebrations will follow.
For all boxing info, news and latest interviews, amateur and pro, across the north, click and subscribe. VIP Boxing Promotions. Also Twitter, Instagram and Facebook.